Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Cade Cunningham and ESPN. ESPN, they had a segment where they were discussing the Rookie of the Year race, and they spoke on Cade Cunningham, and it was very interesting. It was a little bit of a back and forth debate from three guys throwing in their inputs here and there. And I honestly thought overall it was a pretty good presentation, and I wanted to share with you guys because I feel like we can get some discussion going from this. But before we get into all of that, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal is 120 likes, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I drop consistent Pistons content here. Now play the intro.
Subscribe to Joe Polo 10.
Is the MVP.
Detroit basketball.
Okay, so in this video, I honestly won't be speaking too much. I'll let the guys at ESPN over there do the talking because they cover a lot about this whole subject. They go in depth and get into detail. So I won't be saying too much until the very end, and I'll give my little input on what I thought from some of the things that they said. But play the clip.
So I thought we would start with Rookie of the Year. This was a race that I think, if you took a straw poll on this, 6 weeks ago, you would have probably gotten a heavy Evan Mobley and then Scotty Barnes from the Raptors right behind him. Cade Cunningham has been really coming on since the All-Star break, which is 8 games. He's averaging 21.6 points, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists on 45% shooting. He obviously got off to a slow start this year because of the injury. He didn't shoot the ball well coming out of the gates. Obviously, the Pistons have been one of the league's worst teams, but he is making a very strong push. I talked to him when I did all those interviews with the rookies. I talked to him, and it didn't make the podcast, but he was very, very clear that he absolutely saw himself as still in the race and was not settling for anything less than winning it. And he has played that way. They've played better as a team as well. They have a couple of decent wins recently. But Mobley has been good all year. And since Jared Allen went out, he had a bit of a rookie wall February. His numbers dipped a little bit, especially his shooting numbers, but he has started to play better as he's gone to more full-time center. And, Scotty Barnes continues. Scotty Barnes has had a couple of just spectacular games. Bontemps, this race, I don't know if Mobley has too much of a lead, but I think this thing's still open.
I don't really. Cade has been awesome lately. It's been super fun to watch. He is super fun to watch. He just plays with an awesome pace of the game. He never looks rushed. Some people have compared it to how he plays a little bit like Luka, which I could see. Like he's always kind of under control with the ball. He knows what he wants to do. He gets to his spots. He's a big guard. He's a really good passer. But he was not very good the first couple months of the year. He missed all training camp. He had this ankle injury. He had to kind of work his way in. And in a normal year, in a normal rookie class, he probably still would have been good enough to win Rookie of the Year because he's awesome. But in this year's rookie class, with Evan Mobley and Scotty Barnes having huge roles on teams that are going to be in the playoffs, or at least have a good chance to be in the playoffs, I think those guys are the clear 1 and 2. And I think Cade is probably going to be 3. I think you can make an argument for a couple other guys there too. Franz Wagner's been really good in Orlando all year. Josh Giddey's gotten hurt. I think he was in the mix until he hurt his hip and is going to be out the final few weeks of the season. I just don't think Cade. I think Cade's start, for as good as he's been, I think his start was too slow for me to really give him serious consideration to move past either Barnes or Mobley Rookie of the Year race this year.
Yeah, I think he'd be number 2 on my ballot. I do think he'd be above Barnes. And I hear what you're saying about the slow start. And it is Rookie of the Year, not Rookie of the second half of the season.
Right.
But, since he came back from when he missed 4 games, he came back. So this is from early January on. He's 18, 5 and change. The Pistons are like, they're competitive now. They're winning as much as they're losing. I mean, these last 9 games, I think they're like 6-3. He's putting up great. Now he's still not shooting the ball really efficiently, but he is playing winning basketball.
For
he's
sure.
Also, you see so many rookies And Barnes and Mobley obviously are significant exceptions here, but you see so many rookies that you hide defensively, or they're massive defensive liabilities. He's guarding a lot of times the other team's, the other
he
team's
guarded
star.
DeRozan down the stretch of the game that they lost to the Bulls on Wednesday night. I mean, DeRozan cooked him a little bit, but they had him on there and he won.
Right. Yep. DeRozan got buckets, but that doesn't mean he did a poor job defensively. DeRozan hit tough shots, which he does against a whole bunch of teams. And so I heard Dwayne Casey, I forget, it was after one of their recent wins when, Cade was phenomenal. And Casey's lobbying for his guy, which coaches do.
Sure.
And he said it's not even close from a talent evaluation standpoint who the best rookie in this class is. And I think you can make the argument that what we're seeing from Cade, justifies that, hey, this guy is the best player in his class, that he was the right pick at number 1 overall. That can be true, and it doesn't make him the rookie of the year because, again, that's based on who had the best season. I put him a notch below Mobley just because Mobley's been really good from start to finish. Barnes is obviously in that conversation as well.
Okay, so the main thing that I just want to talk about, and when it comes to Cade Cunningham, you can criticize Cade Cunningham, okay? If you want to criticize him and look at his game and talk about areas that he needs to work on, you can do that. But if you choose to, please go with the right areas, and especially when we're talking about the Rookie of the Year race, if you're going to criticize Cade for certain things, it should be about what he has done as a player. And they mainly focused on, his early season struggles, which I understand that is a point that is holding Cade Cunningham back in terms of him winning the Rookie of the Year award. That is valid, but that is not the main issue that Cade has had this season when it comes to competing for the Rookie of the Year award. My personal reasons why I would say if you don't want to give Cade the Rookie of the Year, here's the reason why. You have his turnovers, okay? He has had turnover problems this entire season. He has not been particularly good when it comes to taking care of the basketball, especially when he doesn't get to play with Killian Hayes and he's out there being the primary ball handler. He has really struggled this year to take care of the basketball. So if you're going to criticize Cade and not want to give him Rookie of the Year, that's one point that I would mention. Or something else is his foul trouble. Cade Cunningham has consistently been in foul trouble late in games, having to sit out certain portions in games because the Pistons can't play him at times because he fouls too often. That is another valid criticism that I believe you could throw Cade Cunningham's way. So when it comes to this whole Rookie of the Year award, I understand that you could say that he struggled early on in the season and you can use that as a point to not give it to him. But for me personally, if I were to not give it to Cade, it would be because of his turnover problems and his foul trouble issues that he's had all year, not necessarily because of his early season play. And then something else, his shooting hasn't been consistent the entire year. He's gotten better a lot recently, but during the middle of the season, he really did struggle to shoot the ball consistently. So that's another criticism that you could throw Cade's way. But for the most part, you guys already know how I feel when it comes to this race. I believe that currently Cade is number 1 because of the recent stretch of games that he's had post All-Star break. He's actually been putting up All-Star level numbers when you compare him to the actual NBA All-Stars from the 2022 basketball season. So Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 5K, and I'm out.